Hello guys, welcome back to my channel vfxexpert. So guys, in this today's class we are going to see how we can export camera track from After Effects to Maya, and also we will see 3D camera tracking inside After Effects. So first we will track our shot inside After Effects, then we will export camera track from After Effects to Maya. So now we are inside After Effects. So first we have to import our footage inside After Effects. Then we can click on this file, import, file, and just select your footage. This is our shot here, so simply just we have to open this folder. So this is a image sequence. So for image sequence, just simply we have to select the starting frame. Then downside we have to click on this sequence options here. So if you have maybe PNG image sequence or JPG or maybe EXR, so simply just we have to check this options here for image sequence. So just we have to select the starting frame. Now just we have to check these options and just we have to click on import. So now here just type imported but this image sequence inside After Effects. Then after this we have to check this image sequence frame rate. This is also important because by default After Effects import any image sequence at 29.97 fps. So you can see here this. So this is actually footage information or properties here. So if you will select this footage, so this will display here. So this is frame size, pixel aspect ratio, and also we are getting this frame rate. So by default if you will import any image sequence inside After Effects, so this will import at this 29.97 fps, but this shot has frame rate 24 fps. So how we can change? So simply just we can select this footage, then we can right click, then interpret footage and main. So here just we can define this frame rate according to requirement or whatever frame rate you have. Simply just we can type here. So this shot has frame rate 24, then simply we can type it here 24. Now just we have to click on OK. So now you can see here. So now after importing your image sequence, just you have to also check your frame rate. So if this is correct, then you can create a new composition. Otherwise just simply you can change according to requirements here. But in preferences, suppose you want to check, then you can click on edit, preferences, general, then just we have to select this import. So you can see here, so image sequence. So even before importing, if you want, you can also just define your required frame rate here. Now just we have to click on OK. So now after importing your image sequence, just we have to create a compositions here. So for creating composition, just we can select this image sequence or footage and just we can drag and drop on top of this compositions icon, or just we can also just drag and drop in this new compositions icons here. So just we have to select and just we have to drag and drop on top of this new composition icon. So now just we can see downside, this is our timelines here and this is our shot here. Now just simply we can play and check. So this shot just we have to track, then we will export this camera track from After Effects to Maya. So now after importing your image sequence, just if you will see, this is your starting frame which is 0 and end frame which is 142. So maybe if you are suppose seeing like this, then you can hold control and simply click here. So this will show you here each frames here. Now simply we can check. So this is starting frame which is 0. But according to your image sequence, if you will see, this is start from 1 to 143. So what we can do? So simply just we have to select this composition, whatever just you have created from your footage. Then we have to click on composition and composition settings. So simply just we can define this starting frame which is start from 1. Now we can press OK here. So now this timeline is just matching according to this footage here. So you can see which is start from 1 to 143 frames here. Now same as suppose if you have a video file, then you can also import this video file. Simply just we can select, then we can click on import. Then after this we have to create a composition, then simply we can drag and drop here. So again same, so this will start your timeline from this 0 frame here. So what we can do for this one also, so again just we can select this second composition, then we can click on composition and composition setting, then we can also define this starting frame which is 1. Okay, so like this if you want, you can also change your starting frame here. Now just I'm going to track our shot which is about this image sequence here. So again just simply just close this one here. So now just I'm going to track over this shot inside After Effects. So simply just we have to select this shot inside this timelines here. Then we have to click on effects, then perspective, and just we have to select this 3D camera trackers here. Even you can also click on this window, then camera tracker you can take, then you can click on this 3D camera tracking. So just select your shot, then only this will be visible here. Then you can also click on this track camera. So both are same. So just close this one. So again just select your shot inside this timeline, then click on effects, perspective, and just we have to click on the 3D camera track here. Now you can see this analyzing here. So this is actually two steps process. So first this will analyze your shot, then after this will solve your camera. Now this is solving your camera. This is second step. And this is our camera solve here. So first here just we have to save our project, then click on file, then click on save, and just select your folder where you want to save your project. So file name, this is 3D camera tracking. Now we have to click on save. So now here just I tracked this shot, and these are our 3D points here. Then after this, suppose if you want to check your average error, then inside this effect control panels, so you will open this advanced. So here you will get this average error which is 0.4 pixels here. So now after tracking your shot, just we have to create a camera from this camera track here, and also we have to define our ground plane. So just here just I am going to define this ground plane. So just we can select 3 points on ground, and just simply we can define our ground plane. So you can see this circle, this red color. So this is actually just showing this perspective here. So this is this perspective, this one, so this one. So first just we have to define our ground plane, and also just we have to extract camera from this 3D camera tracker here. So just we can right click, then you will get all these options here. So first we have to click on this create null and camera. So we have to click here. So now if you will see here in this timeline, so this is our null object, and this is our 3D camera here. Then after this, suppose if you want to create multiple null object in different positions, then again we have to select this shot, and just we have to select this effect in this effect control panels. So you will get all these points here. Then simply you can select your 3D points according to your requirement where you want to create null object. So maybe for this one here, then right click, then we have to click on this create null. Just we have to select. So according to your requirement, just you can create multiple null objects here, or according to your required position, just you can create null object. Just simply right click on this point, then you will get this option. So create null. So in different positions, just you can create null objects. So easily we can place any object in depth inside Maya. So maybe these are sufficient for us here. So like this, if you want, you can just create multiple null objects here. Then after this, before exporting this camera track from After Effects to Maya, we have to do some setting inside this timeline. Then only we can export proper camera track and also these null objects here. So for this, what we have to do, just simply first just we have to select all our null objects here. So select first one, then hold shift and just select last one. Then we have to press P for position, then hold shift and press S. Means just we have to open all the null object position and scale parameter. Then after this we have to create a key for this position and scale at this starting frame of this timeline and this end frame of this timeline. This is again important things here, otherwise this will not display these null objects inside Maya. So first this is starting frame, so just I played this played at this starting frame here. Now just simply we can create a key, so you can see. So for both parameters just we have to create a key, then go to last frame, then again just we have to create this simply key. So this is actually add key option. Okay, so just here we have to click on only first time, then after this just we can click on this add key options here. Then after this we have to select about this camera and go to starting frame here, then open this camera, this properties here downside and this camera option, and also just we have to create a key for this zoom and this focus distance. So then only you will get proper camera inside Maya, otherwise maybe this can create a problem. So just we have to create a key for these two parameters also for this 3D camera. So again, just simply at a starting frame here, simply zoom and this focus distance, then go to last frame and again just simply add key here. So now here just type created these key for this 3D camera track here. Now after this just simply we can press Ctrl A, then you can press U, so this will hide actually on these keyframes here. Then after this, suppose again if you want to create null object, then you can select this footage, then you can select this effect and just you can create any null object according to your requirement. Even suppose just for test purpose, if you want, you can just create a solid. So here just suppose just I am going to create a solid, then simply you can select the right click and just create this solid. So now here just type created, so just you can check. So this is actually solid here, then we can press S for scale and just we can scale it here. Now press R and just we can make it. So this is just only for testing purpose, then we can scale and just we can check it here. So this is looking good here. So this is just only for testing purpose. Now just simply select and delete this one here. So now after this just I am going to export these null objects and this camera track from After Effects to Maya. So for this just we have to select this camera and all these null objects which you want to export from After Effects to Maya. So just we have to select. So here I have selected. Then we have to click on File, then Scripts, then you can click on this AE 3D Export Scripts here. So this is just you have to install before exporting your camera track from After Effects to Maya. So for this script, link I have given in description. So simply just you can download. Then after this just you have to place this AE 3D Export script inside this After Effects folder here. So just I am going to show you here. Then simply you have to place this script inside this C drive, program files, add-on, whatever After Effects you have, then supported file. Then inside this you will get this scripts folder. Then simply just you have to paste inside this folder here. So you can see this scripts here. So this script link just I have given inside descriptions here. Now again here just I have selected all these items here which you want to export for Maya. Then we have to click on File, Script. Then only you will get this options here. Now you have to click. Then we have to select this Maya and just we have to click on Export. So remember this one, by default this will just save this MA file on desktop. Okay, so don't change anything here because by default this will always create your MA file on desktop. So just we have to select this Maya because just we have to export for Maya. Then we have to click on this Export. Now this is exporting these null object as well as this selected camera here for Maya. Now exporting completed, just simply close this script. Now just we have to check on the desktop. So now you can see this is our MA file which just you have exported from After Effects, and this will automatically take name from this After Effects project here. So you can see, so both things just you can see here. Now just we are going to import this camera data inside Maya. Now we are inside Maya. Then after this just we have to import or open our file which just you have created from After Effects. Just we have to click on File, then Open Scene and just select your file. So on desktop, so this is file. So just we have to select and just we have to click on Open, then don't save. So now just I have imported about this camera track inside Maya. So this is our camera. So you can see inside this outliner, and these are our locators here or null point which just we have created inside After Effects. Then after this just we have to do some grouping inside Maya. So first we have to select all these locators and just press Ctrl G and just double click here and just give a name, maybe locators. Then we have to select the locator group and this camera, then again press Ctrl G and just give a name, maybe scene. So this is our actually main scene group. So like this just you have to create a group, then inside this scene group you will get this locator group, and this is our camera here. Now after this just we have to create an image plane. So it's just simply we can select this camera, then right side enable this attribute editor, then downside you will get this environment, and just we have to click on this image plane and just click on this create. Then in image name, just we have to select our image sequence. So just simply we can click here. Then just you can select your image sequence, whatever image sequence you have imported inside After Effects. So this is our main image sequence. So just we have to select the starting frame here, and just we have to click on open. Then we have to click on this huge image sequence here. Now just we have to split this single view into this two view. So just we can click on this two. So first view just we will define as a camera, and second view this is our perspective view here, but inside this perspective view just I am also getting this image plane. So what we can do, so just simply we can check this one here, looking through camera only. So this will only show this image plane inside this camera view. So now just simply we can see, so just simply we can see all these locators, and this is our camera here, this one you can see, and these are our actually all these key here. Now just we have to lock over this camera, and also just we can lock over all these animated parameter for this camera, and right click, lock selected. So this will not actually disturb your camera here. Okay, now simply we can play and check. So first here just we have to save as our scene here, then we have to click on file, save scene as, and just select your folder. So maybe inside this folder, and just give a proper name. So they were actually Maya scene. Then we have to click on save as. So now just we can check. Now after this just we have to also match our this Maya timeline according to our After Effects timeline here. So you can see this is our After Effects timeline, which is start from 1 to 143 frames. So same just timeline just we have to define inside Maya. So just we just start from 1 to 143 frames. So just we have to type it here 143. This is our actually end frame. Now you can see. So now same frame range just we have to also define inside this Maya timeline here. Now after this just I am going to orient our scene, and also just I am going to define our this origin inside Maya. So now after this, suppose if you have not image sequence, or if you have tracked maybe a video inside After Effects like this one here. So suppose if you have this video and just simply you have created this composition, then you can set this starting frame, which is start from 1. Now suppose if you have tracked this video inside After Effects, then you have to also create a image sequence from this video, because inside Maya in image plane only you can import image sequence. Okay, so you have to also create an image sequence. So suppose if you have a video, then you can simply what you can do, so just select your composition, then click on composition, and just click on this add to render queue here. So you will get this render queue here. Then we can click on this lossless and just select image sequence, maybe JPG or PNG. So just I have selected PNG and press OK. Then we have to click on this output 2 and just select your folder where you want to save image sequence. So maybe A2 Maya. Then we can create a folder. So give a name, maybe sequence. This is just only for explanations. Select this one, and this is your file name. Just remove this 4. So any name just you can give. Then you have to remove this underscore. This is again important things here, and just we have to put dot. Then we have to click on save, and finally we have to click on render. So like this you can also create a image sequence from your video. Suppose if you have not an image sequence, because after this just you have to import this image sequence as an image plane inside Maya. So this is just only for explanation. So just stop it here. Then you can come inside Maya. Then again just you can select this camera, then attribute editor, then image plane, and just simply inside this image name just you can select your created image sequence, whatever just you have created. So now after this just I am going to define our this origin for this scene, and also just I am going to orient our scene inside Maya. So for this just we have to select our this scene, then press W for move tool, and just we have to select a point on our this ground. So maybe this point, so just simply we can move. So this point just I am going to define as a origin. So for this what we have to do, so again just we have to select this scene and press W. Now press D and V and just move this scene pivot point or anchored point at this point here. So press D and V and just move. After this, just we have to snap this entire scene on top of this grid here. So for this, again just I have selected this scene, now press X and just snap it here. So now you can see in this camera view, so this is our grid here. So now just here I have defined our this origin. Then after this little bit if you want to orient, then simply you can select this scene and just simply we can little bit rotate it here in Y axis. Just you can rotate so you can see. So like this, if you want, you can just orient your scene inside Maya. Now suppose just I'm going to create a test object, then we can select maybe any object. So select this one, press W, scale it here, press W, D and V, and press V and just snap it here, little bit just side. Now just play and check. So again just we can click here and just we can play and check and just hide this grid. Now this 3D object is just placed on top of this ground here, and this is just matching here. Then after this you can import any 3D model inside Maya and just you can place into this scene here. So guys, till here I have completed our this class. So if you like this video, please watch, share, comment and subscribe my channel if you are still not subscribed my channel. So thanks for watching.